Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is January the 9th, 2018. Long-term thinking, strong hand. Don't pay attention to that FUD, people. Buy and hold. All right, check out the link section below if you want to see yesterday's 2 videos. If you want to get discounts on your Trezor, your Ledger Nano, crypto-hwwallet.com, and of course, t-shirts, Crypto Graffiti. Check out him and the Meister discount code. Also, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm going to be here until Sunday, but on Friday the 12th, Century City, 6 p.m., there is a Los Angeles Bitcoin meetup. I am going to be there. It is linked to below. So if you're in the Southern California area, check out that link to understand what this meetup is all about, all the rules. It's the Century City, Los Angeles meetup, 6 p.m. on Friday. They're going to be talking about Bitcoinization, hyper-Bitcoinization, but all sorts of other things. I'm going to say a few words. I think I'll answer all your questions. We'll hang out. It'll be an interesting time. So I'm looking forward to meeting some more Southern California people on Friday, 6 p.m. And then maybe Sunday also. Contact me, adam@trezorhelp.com if you're in Southern California, if you're in the Los Angeles area. Okay, first story of the day, Bgold. I haven't talked about Bgold for a while. They updated their wallet. I linked to that press release below. The other thing that I bring up Bgold, it still has that same ratio with Bcash. One Bcash is worth 10 times as much as one Bgold. And it's sticking with that ratio. And I haven't heard a good theory on why yet. Anyone out there have a good theory about that? I want to learn too, people. I don't have all the answers. And I just think it's an interesting observation. Andy Hoffman mentioned it in passing again recently, so he reminded me. All right, what else do we have? Oh yeah, my poll, my Brhodium poll is linked to below. You can still vote in it. How much you think Brhodium is going to be worth? This airdrop that's coming up very soon. The snapshot will be taken on the 10th, which is like tomorrow, in a few hours. So I guess we will hear more about that, or maybe we won't. Oh, maybe only Andy and I will be the only ones talking about it. But definitely a lot of people have become interested in it because of Andy and I talking about it. So pound that like button if you like hearing about crypto dividends, because you know this channel here is you probably hear more about crypto dividends here than any other place on the internet. Andy Hoffman, of course, also talks a lot about them. Hopefully, I'll be making some more special crypto dividend videos like I have for Be Private and these other ones I've talked about that I found interesting. And remember, this is where the term crypto dividend came about. And of course, when I am in San Francisco on the 15th and the 16th, I will be speaking about crypto dividends at the what's this conference called? The World Crypto Economic Forum. I linked to it below. You can use the Disrupt Meister 20 discount code. It's all explained below in the links section. So if you're in San Francisco, you want to go to one of these big time blockchain events that I happen to be speaking at for one of the days. I'll be speaking later in the day, I think around 5 p.m. I don't know. Look it up on the site. But it should be a good time, and you'll get a discount code. If you've never been to a big, giant corporate event like this, hey, why not try it once if Adam's going to be speaking there? And I'm sure it's interesting. These people reached out to me, so good for them. Vinny Lingham will also be speaking. Yeah. All right, and other people, Going back to that Brhodium thing, if it's a success, I mean, you better believe other people will be doing these airdrops, because airdrops are easier. Just, we'll get into that in a second. All right. I'll be in Johannesburg on March the 10th if all goes well. Let's work on that, people. Let's work on that, Adam. Like Adam Meister, you better get your plane ticket soon. Okay. Something I linked yesterday, I linked to the San Diego event that Tizen helped organize, and that was a pleasure. And I've mentioned this before, but something I said there that just before you buy a Litecoin, know how to send a Bitcoin and know what the Bitcoin halving is. Okay, so before you so-called diversify, make sure you understand what you're even getting into here. You have to be able to send a Bitcoin before you buy another cryptocurrency. Come on, people. Yet most people are not going to take they're not going to take that advice. I mean, they're like, how do I get a Ripple? And they'll be like, okay, I'll get that Bitcoin from this Coinbase, and you can help me send it over to this Poloniex thingamajig, and then I'll get my Ripple and just keep it there forever. And I'll get these other things and lose them. Because I have encountered people who've lost Monero because they don't understand how it works, who get confused with sending Litecoin, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you really, if they knew how to send a Bitcoin beforehand, if they knew what the Bitcoin halving was beforehand, if they took time to learn these things, they would get the hang of some other things too. So don't rush. Once you got your first Bitcoin, I mean, that's huge. That's just huge right there. Then understand what's it all about. Learn how to send it, and then maybe do what you want to do afterwards. Okay, I say with your fiat, only buy Bitcoin, baby. Buy and hold. Strong hand. Pound that like button. All right, and going back to Andy Hoffman, cryptogoldcentral.com. Check him out. But he's got a tweet storm out there, which gives out one of his articles just in the tweet storm. He explains his price predictions for Brhodium. And yeah, he's really pumped about this stuff. So, I mean, it's interesting. My take is if it's successful, if Brhodium is successful, there will be many more Bitcoin named airdrops off of Bitcoin with limited supply type of airdrops. Because with Brhodium, they're only going to be 2.1 million of them. It seems like Andy's bringing up points how he thinks that Brhodium is trying to be like the silver to Bitcoin's gold, and it's not trying. It's just trying to be the best crypto dividend out there type of thing. And I think there's a market. I mean, if you can, I mean, we all have to admit in the altcoin world. There's a lot of potential right now because everybody wants they want to hear a good story. So if your story is, I've got a limited supply, I'm trying to be Bitcoin silver, I'm trying to be the best crypto dividend of Bitcoin out there, the best thing that you receive for free, I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be that. I mean, it's a pretty good story. And the other thing is that it did have a time limit on it. So that was very interesting. I mean, they didn't give away everything. Some people, there's this feel, I think, that they're trying to convey that it's somewhat limited, that it's not exactly free. So now that all the free ones have been assigned, maybe you'll want to buy it. I'm not saying to buy it. I'm just trying to get behind what's in their mind and what other coins might, if they're successful, what other crypto dividends of Bitcoins that are airdrops might try in the future. Again, Bitcore wasn't, I mean, that wasn't that successful, but they didn't get a lot of attention. So we'll see how this works. And again, I like that it seems that the Brhodium people are not trying to take over Bitcoin. That's for sure. They're not trying to be the next Bitcoin. So that's good. They're going for the limited supply thing. All right, good for them. And again, some of you are saying, well, there's all sorts of coins with limited supply. You're right, but how many of them airdropped off of Bitcoin? None. So this is the first one to try that, and so others will copy and replicate if this is successful. Also, Andy, just check out cryptogoldcentral.com and his Twitter feed, both linked to below, obviously. He kind of talks about the promotion, the benefits of individuals promoting a crypto dividend. It's in that individual's best interest to promote it if they are a holder. If you're a holder of Bitcoin, yeah, you should. There's no harm in joining a crypto dividend community and help spreading the word about it, because it's benefiting you. You're getting it for free, and in the long run, it's getting you more Bitcoin if you're going to just dump the crypto dividend. So It's kind of what's mentioned in my title. I'm going to get into in a second. Crypto dividends are, it's passive income. You're doing nothing. You're not taking any risk. It's coming to you for free. But there is some proactiveness that you have to generate here. And we'll get into that in a second. It benefits you to be proactive. But something I wanted to point out is that this airdrop, it was 840,000 Brhodium were assigned. Okay, that means 84,000 Bitcoin will be 84,000 Bitcoin were registered. Okay, that's 0.5% of all the Bitcoin in existence participated in this. Now, of course, it's not 0.5% of all the Bitcoin holders out there. There's some whales that probably had quite a few Bitcoin and they decide, hey, I want to get a lot of Bitcoin because you got 10 Bitcoin Brhodium for every Bitcoin registered. So it is interesting. I mean, it makes me think, what does that mean? That 0.5%, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I didn't think that many people would do it this fast because they had until, they got everything registered just the other day, a couple of days ago, actually now. So, I didn't think they'd actually reach that number. I didn't think they'd give away all 840,000 of them. They gave away them all in a short period of time. So there's a lot of interest out there. There's a lot of people interested in crypto dividends, obviously. If 0.5% of all Bitcoin out there was proactively registered on this site, that says something about those people. They are some elite thinkers, at least. Be elite. There's some proactive Bitcoin holders out there that understand what free is. That, why not? Why not try to get this crypto dividend and increase my Bitcoin holdings or whatever they're trying to do? So when you look at the numbers that way, it is interesting. And some people are going to say, well, only 0.5% of all Bitcoin? But still, who else is talking about this Brhodium? You'd have to do a lot of research. You have to be at the top of your game to know about Bitcoin. And I'm proud to have top of their game type of viewers on this channel. Okay, you've proven you've proven yourself well through this exercise. And then there's some people who regret that they didn't get in on it. They waited too long. And I thought, I didn't think there was going to be a waiting too long period. I thought they'd be able to get it up to the last second. But no, there's a lot of people who are interested in this. So we will see how it turns out. We shall see how it turns out. Going to another crypto dividend that I think is just absolutely fascinating and is the Be Private one. And obviously that one's gotten a lot more attention than Brhodium. Ty Zen was telling me that the interest level is like record breaking in this type of thing. He's getting all sorts of Be Private questions. And he even, as he interviewed Rhett, he did a few little shows on his channel about it. And I haven't really talked to any other content creators other than Andy and Ty about this. But yeah, it's very unique. And I have high hopes for Be Private. At first I was just saying, yeah, it'll be, if it's 1%, I'll be happy. And I will be happy if Be Private is worth 1% of a Bitcoin. But we're talking about, if everything goes right, if Trezor actually lets you store it there, if Bittrex actually lets you split it there and sell it there, yeah, we could be talking. I don't want to jinx it, but definitely as good as Bgold. And then we're getting to like close to Bcash type of, not Bcash at its height, but who knows? And again, the unique proposition, what it brings to the table is the Zcash type of privacy, which is, is unique. And I know the B Diamond people said they're going to have some type of privacy thing, but it's not implemented yet. The Be Private, when it comes out, it's going to be automatic privacy coin. So it'll be like Zcash without the founder's fee that's included in Zcash. All right. What do we have here? Mish has an article out there the greatest opportunity to get millennials to trade. Okay, it's basically about that millennials are going to make mistakes by getting into cryptocurrency. That's very tempting, and it'll get them away from stocks. It was something that was he was trying to downplay cryptocurrencies, but I saw it as a very positive article. And there was a comment below that says, all it takes is a few millennials to make some profits, tweet it, and the herd will follow. So I can't stop people from trading altcoins, from getting addicted to this kind of thing. But it is really easy to become a day trader with cryptocurrencies. Easier than anything in terms of trading stocks. So they haven't even, the type of people that are attracted to this type of thing, they haven't even fully heard about it yet. The rush of people into the cryptocurrency space to do insane, foolish things and not so insane things has not even started yet. And that's what this article reminded me of. And yeah, you can take a negative look at it too, that there are going to be people that are going to lose a lot. I can't stop them, but I like that cryptocurrency it's only the beginning, and that so many people haven't heard about it, and so many people haven't caught the fever yet. And it definitely is like a fever. Some of the people that are jumping in now, they're just like, they're into it right away. And, they're like, get me some Ripple, get me some Ripple. I mean, it's like an addiction, and you do not want to be on that 80% side of things. Trust me. That's what this channel is about. Taking it slow, learning, and not doing foolish things. Now, I also this type of Mish article and millennials rushing in made me think about just how Ripple people, if these clueless people who want to buy Ripple, they need to buy Bitcoin to get Ripple now. At least in America, you can't just use dollars. You can't go to Coinbase and buy Ripple, even though there was the rumor that you could. You can't just go to Gemini and buy Ripple. You can't just go to Bitflyer and buy Ripple. Those are the main American places for dollars. You need to buy Bitcoin and then go to Poloniex. And we holders just need to sit back and relax here and wait for these people to come in, because they can't come in yet. There are limitations. Signing up for these exchanges is sometimes you can't sign up for them. But the money has yet to flow in totally yet. And once it flies in, they got to buy Bitcoin first, which will help Bitcoin. Then they're going to buy their altcoins. Then they're going to sell their altcoins, and it'll just help Bitcoin. So, I mean, if you're a holder of Bitcoin, you are in great shape. Don't be tempted by all this foolishness. Let the other people, the 80%ers, participate in the foolishness and just pump everything up, which will also pump Bitcoin up, which will get legitimate people interested in the Bitcoin too. And just, again, Bitcoin is the rock. Bitcoin is the king. When everything else moves up, it's at the top. So it's moving up higher and higher and higher. So if you're holding right now, you are in great shape. And I mean, this is what I was basically saying in 2016, but a lot simpler. Just like, I believe in this thing. If you're holding long-term, you're going to be good. But now I'm giving you some more specific reasons. I believe in this thing, but there's a lot of people who are crazy who are trying to get into this thing, who are just going to add to the hype and just add to the price. And rising tide lifts all boats. All right. So comic of the day is linked to below. Someone had a funny comic. He mentioned me in it. It's actually the Twitter guy, Bitcoin_comics. Yeah, so sit back and enjoy, holders. Seriously. All right. The price is going up. All right, because of all of these people trying to get in. All right. So in terms of crypto dividends, we can't just sit here, or we can just sit here and collect our crypto dividends. But if we do proactive, safe things on social media, and I'm going to give out more assignments that just put the pressure on speeding up the process of making crypto dividend acquisition easier. I mean, because right now it isn't easy. But if they're if the more we tweet about it, the more we talk about every one of them, the more tempting it'll be for businesses to start up to make the process easier, for exchanges to specialize in crypto dividends. Who knows what we're going to end up with? Who knows what we're going to end up with if we just get the word out, if we're proactive through social media. And you're not risking anything but time by doing that. And I hopefully am just going to have more assignments here, just things for you to retweet. And again, I think retweet the one that I had out for Bittrex and Trezor and Ledger Nano to put the pressure on them for Be Private. We help ourselves by promoting these coins too, as I said above when I was talking about Andy Hoffman. And also, it is really important to stay up to date. And you come to channels like this to stay up to date, because if you're not up to date, then all of a sudden you miss out on the Brhodium airdrop. It expired. You have to be aware of some of the time constraints that are on the airdrop side of things. Now, on the regular fork side of things, there really aren't. Well, there are some time constraints. If you don't have your Bitcoin at, if you don't have Bitcoin at by the time they split off, then you're not getting their crypto dividend. So yeah, they're time restrictions on for both, but airdrops, it can be pretty serious. So yeah, you have to proactively educate yourself on this, but you have to proactively spread the word. And again, being part of these communities it's just helping you. Promoting, saying, talking about Brhodium, that's helping you get more Bitcoin in the long run. And it's helping proactive Bitcoin holders get more Bitcoin. So, hey, and and I've said this before, every Bitcoin friendly fork crypto dividend that comes out there, friendly airdrop crypto dividend that comes out there of Bitcoin, we wanted to do as great as it can, just go as high as it can go, because we're getting it for free. Whether you like it or not, you are part of these communities. If you're a holder of Bitcoin, you're being given this stuff. So you want it to do well. It isn't hurting the Bitcoin name, trust me. You can already see that there's so many out there, and you can't even get your hands on them, because it's so hard to split them, and it's so risky to do it now without the help of the Trezor or an exchange doing it for you. And that's risky. The exchange is risky. You don't want to keep your Bitcoin in an exchange. So again, being proactive on the crypto dividend side of things in terms of spreading the word is going to speed up the process and in the long run make things easier, so that we will be able to safely get these and then safely turn them into Bitcoin. And hey, if you want to just this is a way to diversify too, okay? It's a way to diversify too. Okay, and again, many exchanges out there are not taking new people now. So a lot of dumb money is being held back from getting into cryptocurrency. So just imagine once these on-ramps aren't as clogged or as cluttered by the people who control the on-ramps, what kind of pumps we're going to see here. So it's just another reason to have a strong hand, people. I know Bitcoin went down today. So what? There's so many people trying to get in that ask me all sorts of crazy questions all the time. They just can't get in. Coinbase limits the amount of people that can come in sometimes. It's not easy to sign up. Imagine when it is totally easy for totally easy and user-friendly for Americans to get their dollars and change them into Bitcoin like that. And in certain parts of the world, it is becoming like that. And you see different pumps like in South Korea. And eventually the markets will become more interconnected also. All right. So check out my Steemit at Bitcoin Meister. I made a special post there. YouTube now makes it easy to see all the videos they have randomly demonetized. So I made a post on Steemit of all of my old videos that they have demonetized. And I mean, see if you see anything in common with all of these videos. There's some words I use in them that maybe in the titles that probably triggered the automatic demonetization robot, I guess. I don't know. But it's funny. If you like to see my old videos from 2015 to 2016, there are a few of them there. All right. And finally, crypto dividends are a free way to get in. Oh yeah, crypto dividends are a free way to get in on the altcoin madness pumps. Seriously, you get an altcoin for free, so you're part of the whole madness because they get pumped. Bcash, Bgold got pumped by crazy people buying them and stuff. So you get, instead of you being a crazy person taking a shot, because a lot of people feel left out. Oh, if only I could get in on these altcoins. You're getting in on these altcoins by getting your crypto dividends. And hey, you know what? You're getting these free crypto dividends, and we'll talk about this in other videos. Maybe if you want to sell some of them to get an altcoin that's going to get you a Bitcoin crypto dividend, then be my guest. And then, of course, some of you are going to sell your crypto dividends just to get some crazy altcoin. So, I mean, whatever. At least you're not getting rid of Bitcoin. You're getting rid of the chance to get Bitcoin. But yeah, it's a way to diversify, a free way to diversify. And again, I prefer to get as much Bitcoin as possible through my crypto dividends. So you have to decide, should I hang on to them or should I dump them right away to get as much Bitcoin as possible? And that argument is still up in the air. And maybe I'll dump some now, save some for later. It's each one behaves a little differently here. Bgold and Bcash weren't exactly the same. Those are really the BitCore obviously was an airdrop that was different. Okay, there's a site called altcoin.io. It looks interesting. Keep an eye on it. It says it's a truly decentralized cryptocurrency exchange powered by atomic swaps. Okay, that's interesting. I thought I'd mention it. All right. Health tip of the day. Okay, everyone. So pound that like button. That's the end of the Bitcoin part of the show. The health tip of the day. Some doctors are pretty bad. Most doctors are bad. Make sure if you're going to the doctor that you get a copy of your blood test. All right. And there are ways online to just avoid doctors and set up your own blood test at labs. Okay. Do that if you can. But you need to study every number and understand every number that's on that blood test. What each test really means, what each statistic really means, what each measurement mean, how does it, and how does each one relate to one another? And one might hurt the other one, bring the other one up. And the most important thing if some of the numbers are out of whack, to learn how you can correct these numbers without drugs. Without drugs. Okay? You don't have to get on some doctor-prescribed drugs. Everybody wants the magic pill. They're not magical pills. They might bring down your cholesterol, but then you might get Alzheimer's. You might get dementia, okay? Because you really weren't supposed to bring down your cholesterol. You have to understand what cholesterol really is. But again, there are many ways to cure your problems that your blood tests might reveal through just changing your diet, changing your lifestyle. Try all of those things before you even consider drugs, okay? So that's my health tip of the day. Get some blood tests, really learn what they mean. And once you understand how they all interact together and just how your body interacts, you'll get just a better feel for yourself. You can't depend on a doctor to define if you're healthy or you're sick, okay? You have to understand what health is and what sickness is and the line between the two and how to get from one to the other, okay? And how lifestyle changes and diet can make a tremendous difference and just improving your mental state also. And so drugs are they're not the answer. That's the health tip of the day, I guess. A double health tip of the day, drugs and blood tests. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. I'll see you tomorrow, Los Angeles. I'll talk to you. Bye.